other writers, and we talk about mental health from their personal journeys. If you have not already hit that like and subscribe button, go ahead, do that now so that you never miss an episode. Hello, everybody. It's so exciting that my internet's working. I'm saying that because it wasn't, and I'm actually hotspotting off my phone. So if it goes out randomly, I apologize. However, my phone hotspot usually tends to work better than my actual home internet. It's sad. And Kojiko, yeah, up your game, guys. Do it. Okay, so enough of that. Let's get to it. Today with us, we have Jennifer Gasner. Hello, how are you?
I am good, thank you. How are you?
Other than that little hiccup, I'm pretty
Yeah.
good. Um, so tell us a little bit about who Jennifer is.
So I grew up in Wisconsin. I live in San Diego now, all the way in California. But when I was growing up, I was always very accident prone. And so when I was 16, I noticed that my handwriting was becoming more difficult. Like my pen just wouldn't go where I
Oh,
wanted it to, and I was having more and more trouble walking in a straight line. So I actually told my mom, who sent me to a doctor, who sent me to a neurologist, who didn't know what the hell he was talking about. Um, and so we
yay!
got a second opinion, and that's when I was officially diagnosed with Friedreich's ataxia, which is a rare progressive disease.
Okay. So sorry, how old were you when the diagnosis actually happened?
17.
17. So like I cannot talk anymore. It's like it's Monday, but it's Tuesday. For those in Ontario and I think a couple other provinces, we had a holiday yesterday, and it throws you off your whole game for the whole week. But that's okay because it was a fabulous long weekend. So let me try and get my thoughts back in order. Um, so up until you were talking about your handwriting kind of being like getting sloppy or not being as good as it was, up to that point, did you notice any other things?
I did in retrospect. I mean, it had a lot to do with the clumsiness, and I'd
Oh,
fall
okay.
in gym, and I'd get into kind of weird accidents with when I was sledding and things like that.
Okay, yeah, you
So
did say you were accident prone. That's right.
yeah, so and I was diagnosed with scoliosis when I
Oh,
was 13. That's
oh,
not
okay.
really um, a sign that anyone who has scoliosis is going to get this disease. It's just kind of how the progression came on me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So then once you got the diagnosis, how did that make you feel?
I felt very confused, very alone. I mean, although I had to say, the moment I got the diagnosis, I was like, I have no idea what it is,
Yeah.
uh, you know, and the doctor uh, diagnosed me over the phone.
Oh.
We live like 90 minutes away. So he saw me in person like 2 weeks earlier.
Okay.
And then, yeah. but he called and spoke only to my mom. So
Okay.
I didn't really have the
Yeah.
opportunity to ask more questions. I just thought it was going to be something I had to deal with here and there.
Yeah, not every day, forever and ever and always.
Yeah,
Okay, that makes sense. And that's, I mean, obviously, I don't know for certain how you felt, but I'm going to opinionate myself as I like to do. I'm going to say that that's got to be really tough as a kid. Because as much as when we're 17, we think we know everything and, no one can tell us different, but you're a kid at 17. And that's got to be so hard to be given this big word. I mean, there's bigger words out there, but it's a big word. Friedrich, Friedreich's
Friedreich
apraxia,
ataxia.
ataxia. Ugh, I will get there. I will
Yeah.
get there, Jennifer. Um, I'm trying hard for you. That's got to be like I would hear that and go, "A what?" And like you said, you didn't have a chance to ask your own questions. And as a parent, there's only so like when my kid was diagnosed with autism, obviously different, but just that okay, here's your diagnosis and it's like, "Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't even know what to ask cuz I don't know anything about it." And then it's like, "Okay, something's changed, something's different. What do I have to do?"
Yes.
And you miss
Yes.
the opportunity to ask questions that you think of later, right? We always think of things
Ini-
after.
yes. Initially, I had no clue. And when so my mom told me, and I was like, okay, great. Well, I found out that Friedrich, we call FA for short.
Oh, okay.
FA is part of um, muscular dystrophy, so it's included in that umbrella
Okay.
of diseases. So when I watched the Labor Day telethon, this was 1990.
Okay. So you couldn't just hop
Um,
on the computer and be like, "Hey, what is this?"
right.
I think we take that for granted
So
nowadays is that we can
yeah,
just so
yes,
quickly. You don't even need a computer. You have your phone at your
I know,
fingertips and you
I
can just jump
know.
on and be like, "What is this?" It's a
Yeah,
big difference when you
yeah,
can't do that.
yes. So I mean the Jerry Lewis telephone. I don't know if they had that in Canada or not,
Say
but
it again.
um, the Jerry Lewis telethon.
I've never heard of it, but I mean, that wouldn't
Okay,
surprise me because I don't
it's
wouldn't tend to
probably
watch those
only
things.
an yeah, it's probably only an American thing.
Probably.
Yeah, so I was watching it, and they cut to a guy who was in a wheelchair. I didn't really pay attention until they said, "Oh, Jason, you have FA." And at
Oh.
that point, I was like, "What?" Like, I was completely floored because I
Mm.
had no idea that was going to be in my future.
Okay. So up till then, you were I don't know how to word this because my words are not coming. Um, but you were like walking around and doing typical 17-year-old stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah,
Because it's a progressive disease, right? Like
yes,
it slowly
yeah,
kind of eats away at whatever
yeah,
it's doing. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So as you're learning to live with it, um, what kinds like how did it progress for you?
Well, I walked independently until I was 21. and then I started using a rolling walker.
Okay.
And then at 26 was when I started using a wheelchair full time.
Now, I'm just curious, and you can tell me to shut the heck up. Was it because of like pain with it, or because the muscles weren't doing what you were telling them to do?
Uh, Definitely not because of pain. I
Okay.
thank God every day that I don't live with chronic pain.
Okay.
But yeah, my muscles were just too weak.
Okay. They just weren't doing what you were wanting them to do. I mean, like you
Yeah,
said, it's a blessing in the sense that you're not chronic pain, because that totally
yeah,
sucks. I have that. It really sucks. But,
yeah,
we when you think about it, it's like, but I would like to do these other things I used to do. So it's
yeah,
there's no one thing that's better than the other thing. It just is.
yeah, yeah.
Right? My dog is going crazy. Can you guys hear my dogs going crazy?
Yeah,
Can you? Cuz
I can,
that's
I can.
that is all I hear right now. And usually when they're barking like that, it usually means my husband is home. But he shouldn't be home for like
Ah,
another 45 minutes unless he left work early. um, but yeah, they're driving me crazy. Whenever it gets close to dinner time, is what they do. They're jerks. Okay, so so 26, you're starting now to lose a lot more of the mobility. Like you had been
yeah,
losing it, but 26 seems to be like a big kind of number. When most 26, I mean, at 26, I can remember I had just got married and the kids were still little and I'm running around with them. And for me, I was kickboxing. Like that's pretty significant time in your life when you're most 20s,
yeah,
mid 20s, you're doing a lot of stuff.
yes, yes,
So how,
yeah.
I mean, you've lost that ability to do the same things as typical, I hate that word, but typical 26-year-olds.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I I mean I was still walking. I was very I mean until 26. I was very adamant about not starting to use a wheelchair for sure. And I was to me that seemed like the beginning of the end for me. So but at the same time, I had time to kind of prepare myself
Okay.
to start using the wheelchair, understanding that was going to be part of it. And originally, I had gone to college to, to be in broadcasting.
Oh, cool.
My voice probably sounds a lot different. I know, and it did then. Um, but even at that point, they could notice some slight, you know, difference in
Okay.
whatever aspect of my voice. So I already had to kind of shift courses uh,
Okay.
because of that. So I kind of had gotten used to change.
Which is not a bad thing. I mean, it's resilience. If
Yeah,
we can
yeah,
roll with what's given to us, it does make life a little bit easier because we can roll with it. Doesn't mean it's better or, whatever, but it doesn't bring us down as much if we've learned to go with the changes.
yeah.
Okay. Um, all right. So as you are slowly going more into the wheelchair and having to change kind of how you were doing stuff, change kind of shift that mindset to something else. Couple questions. One, well, if you weren't doing broadcasting like you went to school for, what did you do? And two, just what happened next? Like I just want to know.
I actually, oops, God, sorry, I tilted my computer. I I actually got my bachelor's in English
Okay.
writing, because I always loved to write. It seemed like a
Okay.
natural next step, I guess. Uh, and then I went to college, worked for a year, then went to grad school,
Mhm.
and then I started working in independent living
Oh, okay.
here in the U.S. And that's when I really got introduced uh, to the social model of disability and
Okay.
realized that I didn't have to keep reaching for this goal of being typical.
Mm. That sounds like another super pivotal and amazing moment. Like the relief, I can, again, it's only my imagination until you agree with me, but I can imagine the relief of going, wait a minute, there's other things that I can do, or I don't need to set my expectations the same as that person's expectations. Wait, what?
Yeah, like it was a major shift in my perspective for sure.
That is awesome because perspective is, I want to say everything in life, but obviously not everything, but like 90%. If our perspective is good, or we're seeing the silver lining, um it really helps to make a big difference. If so, I'm
Yeah,
gonna give an example because my
yeah.
mom's been pissing me off lately. My mom always sees the worst. Like she spills something, and oh, this always happens to me. Oh, now I'm gonna be like, oh, and it's like, okay, so you spilled something, you made an accident. Like, it's not a big deal. Wipe it up, move on. Like, the perspective doesn't have to be, oh my gosh, this is the end of the world. The perspective can be,
Yeah.
oh, I made a mistake and I'm going to fix it. And then I'll move on with my day. You know? Oh my gosh, dogs. They are just crazy. I bet you, I bet you my husband forgot his key. And so he's outside. But you know what? Sucks to be him. Um, he doesn't watch my show anyway, so it sucks to suck. Um, so when you finally learned that, so how old were you then? Like, when did this shift happen?
Opera is probably 26, 27, so it wasn't
Okay.
long after I
Yeah.
started using the wheelchair.
Okay. But long enough because the life is ever changing. I'm just glad it wasn't too long to
Yeah.
give you that shift. That's good.
Yes, me too.
Yeah. So you get this shift going on, and again, just what happens from here?
Basically, I was watching my boss and learning a lot of different things, like how people pay for their own caregivers,
Mm,
uh, how what programs to sign up for from state to state, things
yeah.
like that. And then I told my parents I'm moving to California because my my job was grant funded and the funding had run out. So
Okay, I've had those jobs
I
before.
was gonna lose my job regardless of
Yeah,
whether or not I stayed.
yeah.
So
So why California though? What brought you there?
the weather.
That was my first thought on it. So
Yeah,
I would definitely move there
basically.
just for the warmth and the sun. Mm.
Yeah, I needed to get away from the snow. Yeah,
Ugh.
like I
Hate
had
the
dealt
snow.
with
I
it.
hate the snow.
I had
Hate it.
dealt with it when I used a walker, and it was,
Oh, it would be
a
that much more
pain.
difficult. So the
But
one
in a
day,
wheelchair, it was horrible.
right? So we walk our dogs every night, every morning. And there's some streets you're like, oh, this is great, and you just walk, and it's all good. And then there's some days that like, and you turn, and we walk the same route like every time, right? We've got a system, and there's like pure sidewalk because people have shoveled it all the way down, and then you've got like 6 inches of a step up because they did not do their snow on the neck, like on the corner, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, I just can't even. Like a couple
Yeah.
years ago, I was walking frequently with a cane because of chronic pain. Luckily now it's not as like I've figured out how far I can walk without one before I need one, which is great because walking in the winter with one sucks. And I could only
Oh, yes.
imagine that having a walker or a wheelchair would suck even more if it sucks for me when I have a
Yeah.
little bit more mobility those days and like you can't get around and you'll see people
Yeah.
in like a wheelchair and instead of being on the sidewalk cuz you can't be, they're on the edge of the road and it's like, "Oh my gosh, I hope you don't get hit." But like where else are you
Yeah.
supposed to go?
Where else?
Ugh.
Like,
Let's
yeah.
all just move to California.
So,
I agree. I'm coming.
yes.
And I hear tomorrow for here the weather's supposed to be nasty, so I'm coming tonight.
Oh. Well, it's raining right
I
now,
will take
so
rain over ice and sleet and like grossness.
yes.
So I'm coming.
I agree.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so you made that move. I'm assuming that you found work when you got there. Or...
yeah. Yeah. I worked at, oh gosh, a lot of different nonprofits.
Okay.
And then my uh, last job was at UC San Diego in the
Okay.
recreation department. I was the executive assistant.
Oh, very
So,
cool.
yeah, yeah,
I know a girl who wants to be that so bad. She went to school for that stuff, and I'm like, oh, I know you'll be so awesome at it when you get there, but also don't leave me. I love you. She's like, she's a coworker of mine, and we just work really well together. So I'm like, I know that's what you want, but like, don't leave. I'm being selfish. Don't do it. Um, that's good. So it sounds like you're having a fairly good time out there. So what other
yeah.
things? Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna say, I think so. I found a good group of disabled folks to hang out with too. So, it's
Nice.
all good.
Yeah, we tend to roam in packs, whatever the different disability might be, right? We tend to roam in packs. I saw this TikTok. I
Yeah.
love TikTok. Saw this TikTok where somebody was like, "Oh, I'm not neurodiverse. Just so you know, this friend is, and this friend is, and this friend is." And the guy's like, he stopped. He goes, "You know us neurodiverse people, we run in packs. So I bet you're just undiagnosed, but you're there too."
Yeah.
Just as like a funny joke, and I laugh because the more I think about it, and like the older I get, and the closer I get to specific friends, and like my as your friendship, your groups shift and change in life, whatever. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, the ones I stay friends with, or seem like I'm better friends with, are definitely the ones on my same, ADHD autistic kind of level there.
Oh, yeah.
I think depending on your disability, we have our own little packs, and it's not
Yes.
intentional. I don't
Yeah.
think it's intentional. It just is. You just get along with them. You have this similar
Yeah.
understandings. Yeah, that's okay
Yeah.
though. So we're friends now, and we run in different packs. So now we're in the same pack, and it's all good. That is fantastic. So, is there anything that you do specifically, maybe if you're having a bad day, whether that's physically or mentally? Like, is there anything specific type coping stuff that you use?
Uh, I get lazy and I just watch Netflix and chill. That's
Any
thing.
particular types of shows you like
But
best?
I like, uh, I love British TV.
Oh, I love Korean TV.
Oh, friend of mine just got into Korean TV. Yeah, it's interesting.
They have
Um,
such good, like, creepy, suspense, thrillery stuff. Like, they know how to do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, do it.
Um, uh, Going to the movies, but a lot of times too, I'll just write, you
Oh,
know.
writing is fun.
So yeah,
Okay.
and I'm not a fast typer by any means because if it does affect my fine motor skills, but I still really love it.
Okay. Sounds like, though, you've got, like you said, you've got a good group of friends, and sounds like you're doing fairly well. So you've got things situated. I mean, for now, I think life changes all the time, but it sounds like you're doing all
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
All
I
right.
think so.
So before you get to shamelessly self-promote, what piece of wisdom would you give somebody who is, let's say, a young somebody who just got like news of some kind of diagnosis that they're like, wait, what the heck? I don't know what is going on. Oh my gosh. Kind of life changing, kind of like what you got at 17. What piece of wisdom
Yeah,
would you give them?
I think I say this a lot. Like, don't believe the hype. Don't
Mm,
don't believe don't believe that because you're disabled or you have this diagnosis or whatever, you are going to be alone and your life is going to be over. You're going to be lonely, things like that. Um, it's it's really not the case. You can still have a very fulfilling life,
that is
no matter what your diagnosis is.
yes. I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so I mean, the floor's been yours the whole time, but I'll try not to interrupt you. No, I'm lying. I will totally interrupt you because that's what I do. Tell us what it is that you're promoting right now. What do you want people to take away for this?
So I have my memoir came out. It's called My Unexpected Life,
Oh, that's a
Finding
great
Balance.
title.
Yeah, finding balance from my or beyond my diagnosis.
That is
Um, and it's available. It won't be on the bookshelves, but any place that sells books, they should at least be able to order it. And
perfect.
of course, there's Amazon,
Mm-hmm.
and it's on Kindle Unlimited until March 6th.
Oh, so get it now, guys. Get it now.
Yes, yes. And let's see what else. Oh, my Instagram handle is Jenny at Jenny G Writer. I'm on Facebook as Jennifer Gasner Author. And if you go to my website, jennifergasner.com, and sign up for the mailing list, you get a link to the playlist for the book
Oh, cool.
because I reference a lot of music
Yes,
in
me
the book.
too. That is I always listen to music while I'm writing.
Yes,
What genre are you like?
I'm totally in Gen Xer and I'm stuck in the 80s and 90s.
I'll say some of the 90s. I'm an early 2000s punk girl. That's my jams.
Ah,
Yes.
all right.
Yes, yes. It's funny when you look back at my pictures, I am full gothed out. It's fantastic, but now I have a day job, so I have to wear like real people clothes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
On the weekend, though, I got my skull pants and my black makeup, and I love it.
That's great.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Of course. And all of Jennifer's links are, of course, going to be down below in the description. So be sure to go and check them out and grab the book because it sounds fantastic. And you have until March 6th on Kindle Unlimited. Yeah, look at me remembering stuff. And one more time, the title of it is
My Unexpected Life, Finding Balance Beyond My Diagnosis.
I love the title of that. It's great. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button because, of course, we talk about some very important things that you need to share out in the world and stay up to date with because these are important topics. So why would you not want to stay up to date? Doesn't make sense to me. Be sure to check out our merch store. I always forget to mention that we have a merch store. I'm bad for that, but check out the merch store because we've got some really cool designs up there. 10% of the proceeds goes back to the Canadian Mental Health Association. With that track on, wow, I can't talk. With that thought process that I'm trying to go with, the merch store, most of the designs are done by my brother. I bring that up only because I have the new version of Goodbye Too Soon coming out for his 5-year anniversary for his death. So I just want to throw that out that a lot of the designs are from his artwork because I'm not much of an artist, but he was. And remember, the only way to end the stigma of mental health is to speak openly and honestly.